What's up with it? Yeah. What's up with it? I'm going live on my YouTube and my Facebook. I'm going live on both of them. The YouTube over there trying to mess up a little bit, but it's cool though. So I have some things on my mind I want to get off or just speak about, and I was just thinking um, about because I seen the video on YouTube and they was show. I did not know. See, one thing about this is all coming to light. But the information been out there. It just been hidden, quote unquote, occult, goddamn information as I was speaking about before I even went to the store. So I'm rolling me up one right now as we speak. Hold on, might got to move that phone. Let me see here. Hold on, hold on 1 second. You hear the birds out there? You know what I'm saying? You hear them out there? You hear them out there? I got some things I gotta speak about too. Okay. Um, yeah. So I was watching the video. Make sure my other camera together over here. Get camera together. This camera here, and my YouTube has the back view. My Facebook has this view, but I think the Facebook both need to have good view. Let me see here. Let's try to get this worked out too. Sorry about the noise. I need to have it where you see that view too. Hold on. What the fuck? I don't know. No, I ain't trying to do all that. Man, see, I just wasn't even trying to even fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bet. I'm gonna put it back where I had it at. I'm doing too much. My bad. Doing too much. So I seen something on YouTube today, and it was about um uh, petrified technology. Now, from understanding, and just standing, right? They got petrified trees and giant petrified big trees and the stumps cut and called mountains and petrified beings. If you watch Moana, the movie, that's a real island that actually that's a real person, a real Titan. That's these are all facts over here, right? So they even got petrified swords, size of your house. They got petrified all type. They got all type of shit. Over in Iran, they got a fucking petrified hand, fucking gigantic. You know what I'm saying? The point is that was leaked out or told to us that you know what I'm saying, or someone just whistleblowed or someone just said, "I'm gonna tell the truth about the petrified things that surround us." Right. One thing they did not mention, okay, they did not mention the cathedrals. Yes. The cathedrals, the ones with the fucking designs and shit, like precision is fucking superb because it was mechanical. It was mechanical. It was mechanical. When I said cathedrals, I'm not saying the paintings on the center, not the paintings. I'm saying the fucking on the walls got fucking so much sculptures and so much shit. This is just fucking this immaculate. That's an understatement. You know what they had. These was machines. These were fucking machines. All the machines, and so me watching the video, I'm just going to do instead of watching myself, I'm just going to just do me and just talk. I think it works better for me just do that. All right. So, from my understanding, they talk about the Tower of Babel, and the Book of Enoch and all that stuff. You got old writings about Noah and all this type of stuff, and all the pyramids are over here, and which was hidden in plain sight. I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker up. Listen, man, you come over here trying to sting me, bro, you're gonna have a problem, cause we don't even do that. All right, so I'm thinking before I just start saying. I'm thinking. I'm formulating. I'm calculating. I'm not calculating. I'm formulating. And so you got the ancient culture that was so advanced. They want to touch God or the Creator. They want to find. See. I feel like the story is a false narrative because they don't. The story, his story, is not speaking about the wars. Not speaking about the advanced technology. Not speaking about how we didn't go worship outside of ourselves. What they call church now is not what it was back then. We're no going to pray to Jesus, and that would not happen back then. I'm talking about that wouldn't happen. It wasn't, from my understanding. Okay, and I wasn't there, so I'm giving my perspective of how I feel now. Well, do you know? Do you know? Do you know this? I do know things. I'm gonna sit there and say it. I do know things, and from what I know, the truth has been hidden and lied. Go worship outside yourself or go to hell. What type of fucking no? That's not what it is. That's confirmation. Whatever that beep was. That's not what it is. There was the mothers first. The mothers. There was mothers first. That's the reason why a woman can birth a man and a boy and a girl at the same time. A man can't even birth now one, let alone the same time. That's the answer to the great question. Man did not come first. It was woman. Chicken is a modified organism. Chicken was a spliced organism from other birds and shit. Fuck, would come first, to the egg or the chicken? No, the chickens was fucking created in the lab. Also the cow and the pig and the dog. Dog, dog come from the wolf, spliced with the wolf and shit like that. Fuck with the goddamn DNA. That's where the dog come from. Mosquitoes are not from this here. Mosquitoes is man, mosquitoes. People just don't know about the mosquitoes. You have the real insects of the planet, and then you have the genetically modified insects of the planet. Well, how the fuck can you modify it? Well, shit, you can modify a praying mantis. You can modify a spider. You can modify. Yes, the fuck you can. You can tinker with the DNA. You can do all that shit. This is all possible. Uh, all because you may not be aware of it doesn't mean it's possible. Mosquitoes. What are all the? First of all, are mosquitoes seasoning? Hold on, seasonal. So you telling me mosquitoes are seasonal? Okay, so their eggs, right? They must hibernate. So if mosquitoes are seasonal because they come and go, and Bill Gates already told you we released 15,000 mosquitoes that make the man and the woman non-sterile in Africa, and they release thousands of mosquitoes in the United States. Mosquitoes are a genetically modified organism. a bio weapon used to harvest blood and take DNA. Someone said, "Where do mosquitoes go with the blood? Where do they go when that mosquito hit your ass?" No, no. When you damn, but you got a lot of blood. Okay, where does the blood go? There was someone. There was someone that had asked, "Where did the blood go?" Let me take you a second and think about that. So, as you thought about it, yes, mosquitoes harbor the blood, and where they take it, whoever created mosquitoes, like I said, Bill Gates already said, we released it, so many mosquitoes. No, if you know about what is it, nanotechnology? If you know about nanotechnology, you can build you can build a mosquito, and it can break up just easy, just smack it, break up. Like when you smash a mosquito, you know what I'm saying? You can insert certain programmings inside of a mosquito. Yes, the fuck you can. How's it not possible? You just hear me say it. You just ain't thought about it. Okay. Like I said, mosquitoes are seasonal, and on record, you got billionaires talking about releasing non-sterile mosquitoes in populations that's high on fertility. Okay, so with that being said, um, you have a seasonal insect. What do your eggs go do they fucking hibernate? How the fuck that goes? How that works? Let it make sense. Like we tapped in, man. We tapped in, man. We ain't going below sea level. We ain't going beneath the horizon. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere you look is the horizon. You know what I'm saying? This is big power, big love. Real smoke, real chicken, no cap. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gotta see nothing. I'm showing something. I know y'all appreciate it. You hear them birds over there chirping? They appreciate the boldness. I want to get on that bold, being bold in yourself. Some folks say I don't. They call it I don't give a fuck. No, 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 no. We going to the root of this. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a. You may not give a fuck, but guess what it takes to not give a fuck? What trauma and all that. You got folks that don't have to go through trauma to not give a fuck. You got folks that have so much fucking over necessities, and they don't give a fuck. They feel like power. I got everything, or I feel like what I'm saying, I ain't have to worry about shit. Okay, let's go back. It's bold. You got folks that don't give a fuck because they have not um walked into the arena of intelligence, intelligence, or universal intelligence, or cosmic intelligence, or the kingdom of life intelligence. When you have a person that doesn't look at that type of intelligence, they not gonna give a fuck because they cannot perceive the perception of life in a way that life matters. So I don't give a fuck. Others, they may be bold when they don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But it takes boldness and courage to stand into yourself and speak. It, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be bold for that. Bold. Some might look at you like you're crazy, or you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or you just you just you just a drunk, or you just an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? You just a weed head, or you just a goddamn dope fiend, or you just a sexaholic, or you just a bill junkie, or you just you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Your boldness is a part of who you is. Be bold. Step into who you are. Don't think because I'm showing the bottle, which I do, and speaking in a certain manner, which I do. Oh, you being bold, or you being yourself. No, myself is more than that bottle. Way more, way more. When I say be bold, like even if you're afraid, you don't have to be afraid. You was created not to be afraid. You was manifested to not be afraid. The great mother said, yes, you can be alive. And no, you will not have fear in this process of creation and manifestation in life. Fear was given and forced upon. That's what fear comes from. And fear comes from the fear comes from the survival. Survival fear. You got being you got beings that don't have the ability to empathize. Mm. Now I ain't said that word ever. Maybe one time. Empathize. Empathization. You got certain species of insects. And the way I was speaking about the other either today or earlier or yesterday about certain organisms on the planet have the ability to have a family and have empathy and have a father there. And I went through organisms on the planet talking about just that. You have species on the planet that has been that though however they came to existence. That's not the question. We have species on the planet that don't have the ability to empathize. If you cannot empathize on a grand level, how can you have sympathy, let alone empathy? But see, the thing about it is, if you got empathy for a dog, let's cut the chicken in half. If you got empathy for a dog in the LGTB community, which is it's okay, but you don't have empathy for the original beings, the creators of this realm. How you gonna have empathy for man best friend, but not have empathy for the creator of man? There would not be no human without man. There would be no man. There would not be no mankind without man, the original man. Motherfuckers want to think driving in a fucking big ass truck that's drinking that's fucking burning up the earth blood. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here, man. You driving in a big ass truck for no goddamn reason. Oh, you working on construction. You do so you doing you building, huh? You building what? You trying to build economic wealth. You're not building for the planet. You're not building for the people. You want to build your own wealth. You big what a two F 250 dually driver. Man, I'm above. These are real facts, man. I'm above. I'm above the rim. Real talk. So much shit has been manipulated and crosshaired. So much shit has been manipulated, stolen, hidden, um, um, uh, trickology, hand in the mix, false magic, poisoning. You know, all these acts has been major atrocities, genocide. I'm here to proclaim this right now, which I already have done. All the acts that has been done, every last single act that has been done to the original beings will come to fruition towards the other beings that's not original. It doesn't matter what's going on, wars, that doesn't matter what's going on. It shouldn't have happened, but it happened. So therefore now we in the happening. We're not in the before happening. We in the happening. It shouldn't have happened, but it did. So therefore, now what's going to happen is really unprecedented. You cannot prepare for unprecedented. You can't prepare for something that, even if we told you in the scrolls and left the scrolls, do you think we put everything in the scrolls? Think about it. So you telling me we're not gonna tell you everything? It doesn't you can it doesn't matter. We didn't put everything in the scrolls because we knew you was gonna find the scrolls. We knew you was gonna do all this. We knew what you was gonna do before you do it. So we left you with something. As a matter of fact, you doing exactly what we want you to do. In actuality, I run me up now. Anyone that's on high, this anyone I ain't gonna say high. Anyone that has the overstanding ability to process the information in form and get information. Anyone has the ability to process information. This is for you. I love you, starting to sprinkle. I'm out. I ain't forget my shit. You know what I'm saying I'm gonna end it here.